Hey guys, welcome to the March Madness special toy hunt. This is toy hunt number 9, I think, and it's the one in which I finally looked to see if my home bargains had AEW figures in it and if Matalan had anything at all. But first of all, we do a bit of Hot Wheels shopping in my Morrison's. This was a few days earlier. I think this was when I set up the DSW Garage Instagram page. So I was just riding the tidal wave of Hot Wheels hype. So I thought I'd just splice this clip in as well, just to pad out the video a little bit. In the end, I went with this McLaren F1, which I immediately lost to my nephew. Found some loose bread, and then we're on to home bargains. So I found this figure of the Gruffalo for $5.99, and we're doing a whole Gruffalo thing for my nephew, so I was definitely thinking about picking that up. And then we came across this Only Fools and Horses vinyl figure. Not really much to me, but you know, it's kind of interesting. And then over to the AEWs, we can see 3 Nick Jacksons and a Jake Hager. I don't even think they had Matt Jackson. We got Ortiz back there, no Santana, I believe, as well. There seems to be quite a few places that have Ortiz and not Santana. But yeah, the only things I would have wanted out of this series are probably the only things that weren't there, being FTR. But that being said, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. You know, I was well into my overdraft by this point, so spending like another £20 on figures probably wouldn't have been great. But $9.99 AEW figures and home bargains is definitely interesting. But if they don't get anything you want, then, you know, it's a bit pointless, isn't it? We had these Sonic figures off to the side there, Shadow and Tails. Fucking Goo-Jitsus on the bottom. WWE rings on the top. Basics. And so on. And we're on to the Lightyear stuff then. And a Scoob Mansion. And all of this sort of Cars and Teamsters and Hot Wheels sets, but no individual Hot Wheels at all. So that was kind of disappointing. And Pro Decks, legally distinct Pro Decks. Got a bit of Batman stuff there. I decided to go for the Gruffalo. I got it for my nephew. Haven't given him it quite yet, but yeah. And then I came across these Fireman Sam Transformers. I thought that was quite novel. And we had the Pink Ranger in there as well. And I also found these 3-in-1 spice racks that people like to use, particularly for pop figures. And I honestly thought this thread cutter was a pregnancy test at first. But there, that's a pretty normal toy hunt haul, isn't it? And then we were on to Matalan. And the first thing I came across was these Hot Wheels hanging up. Not an awful lot of interesting stuff there. But that wasn't really what we were in here for. We were in there just to see if we could find anything like this. And what a weird array of figures this is. We've got basic 125 and basic... Hold on, bear with me a second. Basic 136 and a random WrestleMania Drew as well. So, you know, if you're a kid getting dragged around Matalan by your parents and you really want a brand new Cody Rhodes figure, I guess you're in luck. But there wasn't much in there for me. Yeah, there's Cedric Alexander in there as well. That Jeff Hardy would maybe have been of interest on a different day, just as a kind of like head swap for other figures, just to give him a few more sort of custom options. But yeah, in this particular time, I was just very aware that I need to stop spending money on figures right now and start making money on figures. So I just left him for the time being. I was just quickly checking if that was another Cody there. £10.40, it's not a great price for a basic, is it? And I got those Super Mario figures. And then we had these, which I thought about picking up for my brother. Jyn Erso Star Wars figure reduced to £2. But I was interested mostly for my brother, and I wasn't sure if he'd be interested in 3 3/4 inch Star Wars. He does have the Jyn Erso pop figure already, and I feel like he wasn't even that bothered about picking that up, but I found him B&M for a fiver, so I thought I may as well have it. And that is the end of the toy hunt. So we did find stuff in Matalan, and we did find stuff in Home Bargains, but ultimately a little bit of a disappointing ending. But we had a very unusual set of pickups in Snackster's Big Stack, Russell's Hot Dog, a Russell's Barbecue Rib, three-tiered spice rack, and a Gruffalo figure. As I say, people have been using these racks to display things like their pop figures over here in the UK for a very long time now. And this is the first time I've actually come across them. And if I'm completely honest, they're a lot bigger than I thought they were, and there is no surface in my room that it fits on. But as I say, that brings us to the end of this video. So it's not the most exciting toy hunt I've ever done, but if you did enjoy this video, please do like, comment and subscribe and show your appreciation, and check out the Toy Hunts playlist in the end screen. I'm currently in the middle of March Madness, which is one upload every day for the first week of March. And yeah, just thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.